5 from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3. Now, in that we understood two things. One is called the likes and one is called the dislikes. Attraction and repulsion. We understood this thing, and it was mentioned by Sri Krishna not to get carried away by this. Just because we like somebody and we dislike another person, we should never favor anybody or neither, disfavor another person. So the idea is to stay neutral, stay out of that whole thing. Just be an observer, just be a witness to everything. Things are going to happen in this world. All kinds of things are going to happen in this world. If you sway, let us say if you are swaying towards the likes, then you are the enemy of the other people. So if there are two political parties and if you like one party, you are going to be the enemy of the other party. This you got to understand. So if you are a friend with other party, this party you are going to hate it. So there is a like and a dislike, attraction and repulsion. So you don't like certain things. In our material world also, we hate a few things and we like a few things. So we should never get swayed by it. See, when we say swayed by it means what? Getting carried away just because somebody is so good to us. A few days ago, something happened here. Now, there was a tailor which was being favored by us, He was given so many things and nobody questioned his rates, nobody said anything. Now this person whom we were favoring means in the Gurukul things were happening like that, the ashram. So this person, he had a ceremony in his house, his daughter's marriage. Now we are one of his biggest customers, but we were not invited. And now he has gone and spent a bomb on his daughter's wedding. Now, what is his job now? His job is to double his prices of whatever stitching that he does and charge double the amount. So when he opened the store once again, his rates had doubled. For what reason? The reason being that he has to recover money. Where is he going to recover from? He is going to recover it from the customer. Think about it like this. When there is a war in the Gulf region, the prices of oil shoot up. When the prices of oil shoot up, what happens? The local government is going to increase the rates. This is a very common phenomena across the world. Now the same tailor who was supposedly an attraction for us becomes a repulsion immediately. Why? Because he started charging more, and when we were telling him to make God's clothes, he says, after this I will never stitch God's clothes for you. And this person did not say it once, he said it many times. Now you see what has happened. Because you are attracted towards one thing, you start favoring that. When you start favoring that, something untowards happens, and then it falls from favor. This is what happens in the world. We make judgments on everything. And we should not be making judgments on people, places or things. Never. We should have the same status for everything. So he said, these are the two principal enemies which will not redeem you. So don't be favorable to one and non-favorable to the other. Just Be yourself, just the good self. And don't keep on saying that this person does this, that is why I am a friend of his. No. Nobody is a friend and nobody is an enemy. So, and then we came to this next verse where it was mentioned, to do your swadharma means your own duty. You have a duty to perform. This duty is to be done by you. Reason being, you are brought on this earth for that reason. So you have to perform your duty. As a human being, there is a bigger duty towards yourself. What does self mean? Your job is to empower yourself. Do that thing which the innermost being wants you to do. Understood? So, if I have to do something, everything has got a specific use. So there is a use case for something. That is exactly called the swadharma. So we have to follow our swadharma. Reason for our existence. Got it? So you are here for some reason. What is the reason? The reasons are, number one, you are born in a certain family. You are born in a certain location, a place. You are placed among certain people. So why is that? Ask yourself this question. If you are born in India, why are you born in India? Why not born in Japan or China or USA or South America or some such place or Europe? Why are you born in India? Ask yourself this question. Second, ask yourself this question. If you are born in a farmer's family, why are you born in a farmer's family? Is there any reason for it? Okay. Next, what is it that you are doing with your life? That means if you are studying, you are, getting married, you are having children, what is it that you are supposed to do? You have to know and understand. And in that, any human being who is performing the job of another person because it looks very good is not a done thing. Think like this. In India, we call it, nepotism. The word nepotism is used so often in India. Actually, it is so wrong. A king's son will be taking over the kingdom, isn't it? A farmer's son will take over the farming activity, isn't it? Was Sri Ram the son of Dasharath Maharaj who was supposed to take over the charge of this kingdom or no? Do you think they could have got some guy from outside and put him over there as a king? First and foremost, the person doesn't even have any idea of how to rule a kingdom. That is why Sri Ram had to undergo a lot of training from his Gurudev. How to be the best version of himself as a king. So there are two munis involved in this. One who gives them the spiritual training and the one who gives them the training for running an empire. So Vishwamitra was the person who showed him what is Raj Yoga, what is the meaning of running the empire, because he was a Raj Rishi. He was a king's son himself. Remember this. Vishwamitra's original name was Vishwaratha. So there is a Vishwaratha who taught Sri Ram how to run the kingdom. And then there was Vashishta Muni. He taught him the rest of the things. Now, everything has been designed in such a manner. So if your family is a family of doctors, and if you are saying, I want to become an explorer, how is it okay? So this kind of a word which is used in nepotism and all that, please understand, it is by design. It is not because, somebody should be taking over somebody else's charge. No. I am not supporting any of these things. What I am just trying to tell you is there is something which is called your own way of life. And swadharma. The person, let us say a farmer's son, may become an IT specialist. He may go to America, he may go to Europe, earn a lot of money. But he is in the wrong profession, and that is what he says. One's own duty, devoid of merit, is preferable to a duty of another well performed, which simply translates into that if you are a farmer's son, you should have done farming. Instead of that, you have gone to become a servant in some other country and serving those nations over there, or an industry which is not even connected to your own. So then why were you born in a farmer's family? So these people, sometimes in life, they wake up and they come back to India and they become farmers once again. So this person is now ready for farming. You see, even in this scripture, isn't Sri Krishna telling Arjuna this same thing? You are a Kshatriya. Your job is to protect the country. Your job is to fight. Your job is like a warrior. So become a warrior. Don't become a sissy. What is this that you are teaching dance to one girl? You understand what I am saying? Your job is to take up the weapons and fight for your country and ensure that you win this war. What is it that you are wearing women's clothes and dancing over there? It is not a done thing. Please understand this. So now today we are going to learn something which is very, very crucial. I have taken a long time to get you on the right track to understand these things. So we are starting today's satsang now. We are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 verse 36. Arjuna said, now impelled by what Krishna does man commit sin, even involuntarily, as though driven by force? This is an extremely crucial question. Please understand this question very, very carefully. Pay attention to the words. What is it that causes sin? See what he says. What is it that causes somebody to sin? Right? And he may not even know that he is sinning. Sin means what? It's against the law, isn't it? So why is a person committing a sin, and how does he commit it? For what reason? What is the reason for committing this sin? Whether he comes to know that he is doing the sin or not, involuntarily. What does involuntarily mean? Without his knowledge also he is committing sin. And what is it that forces him to make the sin? To create these sins. Wouldn't you also want to know how this happens? So in your life, you get into a karmic debt, you perform certain sins, and you may not even know that you have sinned. Correct? So Arjuna's question is valid. The question says, I really want to understand how a person sins, what is it that makes him sin, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, and what is that force which makes a person go and fall into this gutter. So now Sri Krishna's answers is really up to the mark. Just see what he says. So verse 37 says, Sri Bhagavan said, it is desire, begotten of the element of Rajas, which appears as wrath. Nay, it is insatiable and grossly wicked. Know this to be the enemy in the case. Now see, this verse is very, very, crucial again. What is it that makes you sin? Step number 1. You have desires. Any kind of desire. The desire could be that I want this, I want that. Something you want in this world. Now, you may say, my sister is well off, but I am not, I don't have so much money. I want to earn more than her. God give me this ability to earn more than her. You got what I'm saying? One man thinks about another man. Oh, he doesn't do any work, but he is getting so much money. He is getting paid so much. I do work all day long, but I don't get paid properly. I want to earn more than this. My own disciple came to me one day and she told me something very clearly. Just because her husband said, I am not going to give you money. She was earning money and she was spending money on her own, like say rentals and things like that. Suddenly she said, I want to be in spiritual, and she left the job. Though I had told her not to leave the job, but she thought that I want to be in spiritual, so I will leave the job. So she left the job. The money which was lying in the bank was getting depleted every day. So she went to her husband and said, I want money to run the house. This man looks at her and tells her, running the house is not my problem. You get money from wherever you want. You are earning your living, no, earlier? Huh? And that money you are using for paying the rentals and other things, it is not my problem anymore. I am not going to give you any money. This is what happened to her. Naturally, she came running to me and she said, Guruji, I need to earn so much in my life. I want to show that fellow what he thinks of himself. He was going and spending $5,000, $10,000 on just two stupid hobbies, I want to buy a very beautiful camera. So he went and blew $5,000 on that. He doesn't use the camera anymore, by the way. But he wanted to buy the camera. He wanted to go on a holiday. He wanted to travel other places. He wanted to play games. So he would go for games and other things. And he was spending money on that. But this woman is asking for something he is not willing to give. When she came to me, I said, okay, what exactly are you looking for? I want to earn more than my husband. First, I need a job. Okay, you will get a job in few months' time, maybe a month or two. And you will earn more than him. Now, what happened was very unique. Please understand, this is very valid for this verse. So he was getting, let us say, I'm just quoting a figure. Let us say he is earning $100,000. She got a salary of $110,000. Okay. So she got one letter saying that now I am drawing so much in a new company. So when she comes home, her husband comes and tells her, I got a promotion. Now I am getting $140,000. The next day she comes and tells me, oh, he is getting 140. I am getting only 110. Why should I get only 110? So now think. So I said, okay, in 2 months' time you will get more than him. So 2 months later she got 150. And he was at 140. Then she was mighty happy. But it didn't end over there. It went on and on and on and on and on. Now apply this in the verse. It is desire begotten out of the element of rajas. Means what? There was a desire to show somebody. I want to show this fellow. I will do this thing. It's called ego or ahankara. And what is rajas? Rajas is action. So the action which the person wanted to take was to get a better job. Got the point? And then it appears as wrath. It is the anger which drove her to ask for more. Do you understand? It is the anger which drove her to ask for more. Nay, it is insatiable and grossly wicked. This anger is insatiable. When you have this much, you want this much. When you have this much, you want this much. When you have this much, you want this much. One house is not sufficient. You want two houses. Two houses are not sufficient. You want three houses. You understand what I'm saying? If you get $1,000, you want, no, I want 2,000. When you get 2,000, you want 4,000. When you get 4,000, you want 10,000. Do you know the reason why you want this more and more and more? The question was asked by Arjuna, so I'm going to answer that. The reason is because when God gives you more, that more has to go out of your life. So he increases your expenses twice that what you were doing earlier. So earlier, if you are having $1,000, your expenses were 800 or 900. When you get $2,000, your expenses are going to be 2,100. When you get $5,000, your expenses are going to be 7,500. You understand? When your expenses are more than your income, what is it that you will say? God, give me more. So he will say, okay, from $2,000, I'll give you $5,000. But Maya darling is standing at the side. She is looking at him. Oh, this person so greedy. I will make double expenses. The person feels, I will save money, I will save money, I will save money, I will save money. He puts it in the bank. Next month I will save $500. After that I will save $1,000. After that I get increment. I will save $2,000. He thinks like this. Maya darling is standing next over there. Oh, don't worry. That extra money I will take it away. I will give his mother, cancer. So Maya darling gives cancer to his mother or father. Now what happens to all the money that was accumulated? It goes away. And the person will come in debt. Believe me, this is exactly how it works. Please understand, when I am speaking the truth. The more your mouth opens in greed, the more stomachache you will have. You know that, no? That day Rajma, when we were talking, so Rajma told me, Guruji, why do we sit on the floor with our legs crossed like this for eating food in India? I asked her why. Because we eat 80% of the meal. When we sit on table and chair, we eat 100% plus more. So those who sit on the table and chair, their stomachs are straight. So the person tends to eat more and more and more. So when you eat more, what happens? Gastric problems, this problem, that problem, hundreds of problems come. So this is what people don't understand. So this verse tells you, it is desire, whatever is your desire. Some woman will say, I will reduce 5 kg in 2 months, 3 months. And Krishna says, Tathastu. And Maya darling, who is standing next to me, I will make you eat more of those greens and all those nonsensical stuff, maybe more proteins, more, you won't even know. So in 2 months, instead of reducing 5 kgs, you have increased 5 kgs. And then you will say, what happened? I was doing very good treatment. I was eating the healthiest of the food. I went vegan also. I went and did this, GM health and all that. All that nonsense you will say. But what happened? Why is it that I am not reducing? Now my gene spans are not even going up. I have to struggle like this, like this, like this, like this. What is the problem? Maybe my gene span, I need to throw them. Oh, boss, what you don't understand is your challenging destiny. That greed is there, that lust is there, that thing is there. It is going to cause misery to you. So, the desire begotten of the element of Rajas. which appears as wrath. It is an anger that you have. I have to reduce. I have to reduce. Don't you say those words? You know, you all are women, you understand these words very carefully. You make it a point, I will show. I will show. I will show. Your ego is talking, boss. Rajas is talking. Even Brahmaji's one head got cut off. Who are you? So, this wrath which appears insatiable and grossly wicked, it is a wicked wrath. You want to show somebody else that you have reduced? Don't try to show somebody else. Know this to be the enemy in this case. So who is the enemy? The desire begotten out of this rajas which comes in a person. And how does it work? A fire is covered by smoke, mirror by dust, embryo by amnion, and so is knowledge covered by desire. So your knowledge will get covered by desire. You know what knowledge will get covered by desire? One simple example I will tell you. There are lots of idiots in this world. They come up with every time a new, regime. I am only going to eat these lentils. I am only going to eat, all these jawar and bajri and this and that. All that nonsense that everybody comes up with. So they come up with this diet. And the diet is for what reason? This diet, because I want to reduce. Because I want less of, fats. Okay, we do all these kind of things. And they will shift over to items which are not even their own. So in India, we have idiots who will shift over to olive oil. Olive oil can go with Popeye. Why it is going with you, I don't know. That's a joke. Popeye's girlfriend's name is olive oil. Indians are used to eating all this mumphali ka tel and this tel and all mustard oil. God knows all kinds of oils we use. But you want to go for olive oil. In India, we don't even know what is avocado. We don't know avocado, okay? Oh, avocado is very good for the health. If avocado is good for the health, why don't you eat scorpions, which even the Chinese eat, my dear? They are more healthy than avocado. No, the Europeans eat avocado, Americans eat avocado. We want to, emulate these great people. Have you seen the height of a European? A German or some lady, she will be twice your size. She is going to eat so much of butter and, all the cheese and all. Their cheese consumption is so high and the butter, because they are staying in minus degrees, ma. You are staying in a hot country. You are staying in Chennai. Chennai, water comes from all parts of your body. There, those people are struggling for water. They have to eat all this kind of food. And you want to eat avocado. You want to eat all those kind of things which not even your diet. This is what happens. Okay? And when that happens, you are challenging Maya, darling. Maya says, I have not given them this food. In coffee in India, 7 rupees, 8 rupees, 10 rupees, one tapri you will get, that tring like that. Oh, this fellow wants to drink in Starbucks. Starbucks coffee. How many dollars? Sir, in that one, whatever they spend in one coffee is, I will serve 100 people in India on the roadside. That little one. What are you talking? No, I only drink Starbucks. I go and sit in Starbucks because I want internet. I have meetings over there. Sir, in India our meetings are under the people tree, you know that? And we will go and stand outside the people's houses on the, that people have houses in South India. I'm sure you know that. That the lady is putting rangoli. We will stand outside and will say, Sabata, khana kha ke ho gaya? Breakfast ho gaya? The first thing that they talk about is, have you eaten or no? It is such a sweet way of asking. Wow. First thing a Kannadiga will ask, Uta aita? Are yaar uta. Anytime during the day he'll ask me, Uta aita? Are uta? Of course I have eaten uta. Now then he will start or she will start. That is the way. Coffee. Salpa coffee. Okay, get. So we will have that little coffee also. See, this is our sweetness. We don't tell that neighboring lady, you let us meet in Starbucks. Starbucks, So you understand what is the... So this kind of nonsense we are not supposed to do. Because it is not your job. Avocado is not your friendly fruit. Mango, eat enough mango. You want all kinds of badami, this one, that one, everything, eat. We have eaten so much of these kind of things and yet we have never put on weight. You know that, no? And now today you eat little badami also. Very sweet, very sweet. I can't eat this. Hello, what is this very sweet? I don't understand. So this is the funny part. So what he says is, the knowledge gets covered by desire. Your desire to emulate some person in this world, you can't emulate an Egyptian and walk like an Egyptian, or you cannot emulate a European and become a European. You are not a Melanino. What? You are an Indian. Lungi, sari, one big tikka will put and go in the marketplace. So think on those lines. Pizza. Not a pizza is not your staple. Dosa is your staple, not pizza. That pizza is, full of cheese and this and that and all that. We eat fresh tomato. They will make tomato paste and keep it for how many days, God knows. We are not used to that. You go to any restaurant, they will give you one tomato chutney, It is fresh chutney made in the morning and they will take this. So much of chutney, dum. We are used to that. Sambar, dosa, this, that. And now you are suddenly changing. I eat only cereals. I eat only this. That is not correct. So what has happened? Your knowledge is covered by your desire. Don't try to emulate Europeans. Don't try to emulate Americans. You are an Indian. If you are a Madrasi, you are a Madrasi. You are a Ghati like me, you are a Ghati like me. I am a Marathi Manus, okay? So it's okay. People call me all that. It is perfectly fine with me. So the thing which we need to understand is, this is our roots. Desires is what makes us go to different places and try to become those people. No, it's not our job. You see, in India, we will drive one small 800 Maruti, like that. You know how small the car is? We'll drive an Alto and all that. No, I want to buy a BMW. In Indian roads, where you can drive your BMW, boss, and one hole like this, one hole like that, and back-to-back traffic like this, from one place to another place, is not easy to go. I mean, just imagine, if you are staying on the outskirts of Chennai and you want to go to the heart of Chennai, it's going to take you 1 hour to go there, just because, back-to-back, bumper-to-bumper traffic. And in that you want to go with BMW and Mercedes-Benz? What is the point? First, you don't get parking over there. You know how we park in the middle of the street, no? We'll tell that fellow, hey, look at my car, I'm just going and coming. We are used to that. We'll put our bike somewhere in the middle over there and go. You can't do that in America and all these places, correct? So, be an Indian. If you're an American, be an American. Stay that way. Don't try to emulate somebody else. Simply, that's a very strange thing. So because we are trying to do this desire run thing, our knowledge gets covered. We are never going to understand. So we will look at the calories. So many calories. I can't be eating so many calories. What are you talking about? In India, you know how we drink milk and all that, no? We never get lactic intolerance, as we call it. What is this lactic intolerance? In India, you never had lactic intolerance. You went somewhere abroad, you got, I have this lactic intolerance. I cannot eat this, these grains. This problem is there. Soya beans. What soya beans? So we start. And again, diseases also come like that only. In India, our diseases are very stupid. Sardi ho gaya. We will say, I got cold. I got cold for 20 days. I am still not bothered. I never went to any doctor. Whatever I get, we are used to that. We go to the chemist and we say, sir, I got loose motions. What will you give me? And the chemist is very, very nicely, he'll give you, take this twice. Okay. And our chemist is our doctor. You know that. Nobody is our doctor. Only in dire emergency you will go land up at the doctor's place. The doctor will look at you and say, okay, I'll give you these medicines. Some 20 medicines he'll give it to you. So this is the way, because our ignorance, whatever the knowledge that was there was covered by ignorance. We don't understand this reasoning goes out of the window. And Arjuna, knowledge stands covered by this eternal enemy of the wise, known as desire, which is insatiable like fire. All the good knowledge that you had from your childhood, it gets covered because of your desires. Many women in life take a decision based on their dream world. They think they are going to get a Prince Charming in their life. Tall, dark, handsome. He is going to sweep me off his feet. Sir, movie that is. In India we had all this kind of Didi Tera Devar Divana and all those songs we have grown up with, Nothing actually happens. Salman Khan is still looking for a girl. You know that. Now, in that movie he is getting married. But in life he is still looking for a girl. Life is not the same as movies. Aishwarya Rai in that movie that was there, Ajay Devgan and that Salman Khan movie, if you remember, she gets the charming guy and all that. It's very out of the way, he goes out of the way and all that. One of my friends was an actor in that movie, Vikram Gokhale. I don't know whether you know. He was the father of Aishwarya Rai. So, but that is film. Aishwarya Rai has problems in her life. What? So the problem is something, reality is different than this. So when you went out with a dream, the dream was a nightmare because you were expecting to be swept off your feet. It is never sweeping off the feet. It's not movies. It's not a dream world. If you have daughters, please teach them. Don't fall into this dream world nonsense. Don't watch those K-pop. With no use, I tell you. Even in that K-pop, all this Korean drama baji that is happening, they are having their own problems. So that world is different. So what he is saying is, all these people, they forget their knowledge because they are driven by desires. The desire to get married very nicely, settle down and all that kind of thing, that doesn't work like that. Compromise. The whole world is a compromise. Okay? Then, the next one. What he says is, any desire of any kind, for money. You may think, that I'll go abroad, I'll earn a lot of money and this will happen and that will happen. You may earn. Nobody says you can't. But go back to this verse where he says, one's own duty, though devoid of merit, is preferable to the duty of another. Basically, you should do your own duty. Don't look at other people and say, oh, he's earning more, so I should go after him. You know, the Singapore and all these places, how people go. During when I was young, everybody went to the Middle East, Gulf. So where are you going? I'm going to Kuwait. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to Saudi. I'm going to Muscat. I'm going to this place. I'm going to that place. Why? You get in riyals, you get in all those currencies over there. When I come back home, I'll build one house over here. My mommy, daddy will stay properly. My wife will be very happy. What happy? 20 years that idiot is working over there. He comes once in a blue moon to India. And when he comes in a blue moon to India, his children are, Papa, what you bought for me? Number one, they want to know what you bought for me. Wife is going to come with one laundry list of things. This I want, that I want, that I want. My sister's wedding is there. I don't have any jewelry to wear. Let us go. Josa Luca, this one, that one. All those fancy jewelry stores, very beautiful jewelry, which only once you wear, after that never wear. So did you understand? This desire destroys your life. The desire is the enemy of the wise. Any kind of desire. See, please understand, I will give you one very simple knowledge. Don't run after things which have zero value in your life. First, understand, even if you have a certain weight issue, let us say, you may think I am, say, 5 kgs extra weight. Don't bother. Can you make yourself good? Do your basic exercises. Do your basic walking. That is all. You don't have to go out of the way, join some gym and this. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing. I can write and give you. You are not going in for walking the ramp, okay? No Mrs. India show. By the way, there is a very funny story of Mrs. India. I'll tell you. One of my old customers, now I was a fashion designer, those of you know. So there was this lady. Now her daughter, she came 5th in Miss India. Number 5 or number 6, I think. During that Sushmita Sen, Aishwarya Rai thing in Bangalore, it was there. So she came some 5th or something. And she's very well-known artist. Like, what do you call them? Ad films and all she will do. Now her mother was interested. Now imagine if the daughter is 21 years old, a mother's age, what it must be. One day she came to me and she's telling me, I want like this and I want like that and I want. Then I asked her, why, what happened? I said, you have reduced weight, huh? What is wrong? Anything wrong? No. I am an entrant in Mrs. India contest. Mrs. India contest? Yes. And of all the strange things in the world, she was crowned as Mrs. India. And believe me, for me it was very, very strange, to hear, you became Mrs. India? Yeah. Now I'm doing this India tour. Now I want clothes from you. So I said, okay, keep on coming. So anyway, the story was like that. It was very funny. And the lady was very nice actually. He's a very fun type of a person. So, but the desire was there. Now if the daughter is becoming Miss India, why can I not become Mrs. India? So it was very strange, and believe me, it was very funny at that time also when I did that. So this kind of desire covers up the knowledge, and instead of becoming a wise person, you become an idiot. All my customers, naturally they know each other, so they will say, do you know this one has become like this? have you seen her by any chance? Behind the back, they will all come and gossip. My store was known for gossip. Rajma will know better. Because a woman's garment store means full dhamal patti going on. And it was like that. It was very fun. But this is how it works. So their style becomes different. Your way of living becomes different. Think about it. You are going to one local SLV. SLV, na? In Bangalore, you have all these Sri Lakshmi Villas hotel and all that. You are going from the roadside and eating idli. You become some Miss India, Mrs. India. I don't think you can go on the road and eat. Then you have to go to some fancy restaurant. After that, you become somebody great. Then you have to go to 5-star hotel only. You can't go to lower down. Okay? So you can't have Amitabh Bachchan going to one local tapri over there and saying, can I have a chai pop? You can't expect that, no? Imagine Hrithik Roshan coming and standing in the middle of the road and saying, can I have cutting chai? People are going to get carried away by it. So what is this? That is what covers the knowledge. So any kind of desire that you have, which is not supposed to be there, that desire will cause you misery. Because you will lose all your sense that is there in the world, Then you will speak a lot of nonsense. And this is where the desire by itself is insatiable. You don't want to stop at that. You want more and more and more. And next time we will come to know more about this, where Krishna explains, is there a way out of all these things? So we will learn that the next time. So we will stop at verse 39 today.